I'm not going to get into a whole lot of it, but yeah, I was involved in it. I would hope I'm involved in any of these types of things where our players need support, and then we make sure they get the right type of support. But yeah, I mean, I was trying to be, and my wife told me I wasn't so subtle after the game, but when I was thanking the positive, loyal fans, that's what I was trying to do a little bit. I don't know. I don't know where we are as a society. It's concerning. We're 9-1. We're ranked, in the top 10, I think. I've had a pretty good year based on most people's standards. And sometimes you go on social media and you wouldn't feel that way. And the fact that our players are having to deal with stuff like this. I think before I got here, we had a little bit of an issue with Sam Ficken. And I see it, it's not just our fan base, it's all over. I think a little bit of going to this playoff model that we're in now, I think has had an impact on it a little bit. I think the fact that everybody kind of has a voice and everybody has the ability to contact others, it's concerning. But I don't know if I necessarily have the answers, but it's concerning, and you see it everywhere. And we laugh about it, not this incident, but, I think, the Eagles won the Super Bowl, and the next game at halftime, they're getting booed. And we laugh about those types of things, but I don't know. I don't know if I have an answer for it, but it's troubling. There's no doubt about it. It's troubling. I think it's concerning for all of us, and I think that's sometimes where, where I maybe get upset sometimes, and maybe I shouldn't, and ask you guys some questions. But that's kind of where these things are coming from. I know the power that you guys have, and I don't want you guys to take it the wrong way. I'm just saying that's kind of where we are right now. Things get extreme. So, you hate to see it, but the sad thing, it's a part of our reality of our society right now. You see that in a lot of areas, and the last thing I want to do is get into other things besides football right now. But you see a lot of things that are behaviors in our society now that we accept, that I don't know why we're accepting. You see some things from a violence perspective. You see some things that people in positions of how they're conducting themselves. It's just a lot of things that we're accepting in our society that we would never have accepted before. The things that parents have to worry about kids going to school, elementary schools, and it's just concerning, So obviously football is just a very, very small piece, but I do think it's a microcosm of a lot of other issues that show up in our society, and I'm not sure why we accept it, or I'm not sure why we think it's okay, whether you've had 14 Budweisers or not. I don't see why it's okay or acceptable.